If you are tuning in to our broadcast on LinkedIn, keep in mind that we are also broadcasting to our own live page at broadfield.live. On our broadfield.live page, you can go there and leave comments, feedback, answer our poll questions, or have your questions answered throughout the show. If you're watching us on LinkedIn Live, leave a comment. Ask a question here as well. We are monitoring both feeds, and we are doing everything we can to interact and reach out to our Broadfield dealers. We're looking to add an extra level of interactivity with all of our Broadfield webinars this year, and we are looking to build a really great schedule with lots of great guests, new products to talk about, and other exciting information. We're going to start off this week's show the same way we do every week with a nice cold beer. If you've got one, join us. I will have to get out and get some nice new selection. This is once again from our local brewery right here in Mineola, literally right around the corner from us. This is our Top Gun IPA from Lost Farmer Brewing Company, right next to Broadfield HQ here in New York. I am working with our Broadfield West team, BDI West, to get some nice microbrews sent out to me from California as well. That's right, Broadfield is now on both coasts. We are shipping right out of here in Broadfield HQ in New York. Lots of great products, full warehouse. And we are also shipping from our new LA location at BDI West. We have lots of inventory on hand there, especially made to help you, our dealers, service the entertainment industry that is out there in LA. If you have any questions throughout the show, feel free to type them in, and we will answer them either at the end of the broadcast or in line as we see them. Our goal today is to not just introduce some new products from YoloLiv, we're also introducing a new technology. The technology is out there, people are using it, and now producers can use it as well. It's vertical video. Vertical video is really taking over a lot of online video consumption. If you scroll through Instagram, TikTok, or other social media feeds, if you look at e-commerce and shopping engines, vertical video is definitely taking over. There are thousands and thousands of people using their smartphones, tablets, or other mobile devices to create vertical video. These are content creators looking to share information. Maybe it's a travel blog or a food review site. Social media influencers. We know how much this industry has really grown into a pet industry of itself, between makeup tutorials, how to fit something around your home, and other influencers who are broadcasting all the time to these platforms. Storytellers, people looking to get recognition for an up-and-coming music act, band, book reviews, and stuff like that. And then, of course, videographers, event videographers, much more of a traditional market that we're used to selling these live production products into. But vertical video has taken over. When you hold your iPhone in your hand and you start scrolling up and down the screen, as you're scrolling, you're basically consuming video in that vertical format. If you're going to sit down and watch an hour-long production, you're going to turn the screen sideways. But if you're scrolling through and taking in the video as part of the message with text and other stories and other things being shared, and you're scrolling through quickly, this is where vertical video is really taking on its stronghold. So as you can imagine, one of the biggest things is video marketing, e-commerce, and selling. If you're working with corporate customers, ad agencies, customers looking for branding, customers looking for that social media message to help elevate their sales, 75% of this content is being consumed vertically. 2.5 times more likely to skip a video that is not vertical. So if your customers are scrolling through a social media feed and the video is not vertical, it doesn't take up enough of their feed that they're going on to the next post. And then users are 2.5 times higher in terms of engagement. when you are taking up their feed and you are interested and serving interested video to them, they are more likely to engage in the products being represented there. So from YoloLiv, we are introducing the vertical video family. That starts here with a brand new vertical format PTZ camera called the Verticam. We also have the YoloLiv Instream, which is their portable vertical video solution and video switcher, and the brand new YoloMax, which is a 32-inch form factor of the Instream. You can see on the YoloMax or on the smaller Instream, I can switch between multiple sources. We have two HDMI sources or a USB source. I can add my logo bug. I can even add a lower third graphic. These are the production elements that are not easy to do with a simple iPhone for streaming. But now when you take these production tools and you use a product like the Instream or the YoloMax, or in your traditional horizontal video formats, the YoloBox Pro, YoloBox OG, or YoloBox Mini, you can see all of that different capability that you can easily add with these touchscreen devices. So let's start by talking about the Verticam. On the YoloMax that I have set up here, we actually have multiple cameras installed into it. This USB camera, actually, we've taken the camera and we've mounted it on its side in order to get a vertical video image. And that's bringing this video feed into the YoloMax itself. So the camera has to be mounted sideways. That can pose a challenge for some content creators, which is why YoloLiv introduced the Verticam, which is this input here. The Verticam not only gives me a vertical video feed from the camera itself, but it does it in a PTZ camera, where I can pick up my remote here and control what that camera is going to be picking up. So now you see, there's James at our TriCaster production system. And now we'll say hello to Adam over here and get Adam up on the screen. And a little behind the scenes look at our studio itself. The Verticam vertical PTZ camera sells for just $629 and is a perfect option for feeding into something like the Instream for Instagram and TikTok, or feeding directly into a computer that can stream to YouTube Shorts, Snapchat, or any other CDN that will take that vertical format. This is a pro-level, high-quality optical image HD camera, 1080p 60. It has a 12x optical zoom, super easy to set up and use, with HDMI output right built into the back of the camera itself. Just simply connect your HDMI video cable and your power, and you are ready to go. And it's just $629 MSRP. It is very affordable. The PTZ camera has a remote control option, but it also has the option to control over an RS-232 serial port, meaning that you can incorporate some of your traditional PTZ controllers with this camera to even get to that advanced level of production. Perfect for a one-man show, no additional camera crew is needed. The Verticam has a professional color mode for true HD image quality. It has an HD CMOS sensor, 2.07 million effective pixels, and a 1920 by 1080, 60 frames a second video image. It is the best companion for vertical video, especially with the YoloLiv Instream or the YoloMax that you see here. So now let's talk about the Instream and how it makes vertical streaming easy. The Instream itself is essentially an Android tablet. It takes your HDMI video inputs or USB video input and brings them directly into the Android app for Instagram or TikTok. That means that you are not using a third-party integration that would be against Instagram's term of service. So if you're working with a content creator that wants to be able to send multiple videos to multiple video switching to Instagram, or to be able to add production elements like their logo or lower third, they can do that with the Instream or the YoloMax. This lets you go to Instagram Live and TikTok Live very easily from the product itself. The Instream is going to give you multi-camera production capabilities, graphic overlays, picture-in-picture, and even chroma key, so you can broadcast from a virtual set like I am right now. The Instream allows your customers to join the vertical video revolution with true production quality, not just the video feed from the smartphone itself. It is an all-in-one encoder, switcher, recorder, and monitor. The Instream gives you the ability to monitor your video sources and use the touchscreen to switch from camera 1 to camera 2 very quickly and very easily. It lets you record that video being put into itself, and it lets you stream it directly to Instagram or TikTok Live. It runs on the Android operating system with the Android apps. That means you are not violating any terms of service. You are not using a third-party backdoor to find the RTMP stream for your Instagram page. You are not risking having your Instagram shut down because you violated terms of service. You're using the native Android app to do live streaming with multiple capture sources. The Instream gives you 2 HDMI, 1 USB input, and for those graphics to overlay, you can put them on an SD card itself. The YoloMax, those graphics that you see here with my logo or lower third, are actually being input from a USB thumb drive. On the Instream, it's through an SD card that's built into the product itself. Completely portable and ready to go. It'll run on an internal battery for just over 3 hours. All of these pro software features are built in. A countdown timer, picture-in-picture effects, graphic overlays, lower thirds, chroma key, and more. And for those of you familiar with YoloLiv products, and what you'll see a little bit later on the show, is that YoloLiv is constantly updating all of their software capabilities, adding even more features as they become available. They've added tons of features just in the last few months on the YoloBox Pro products and on Instream itself. From a hardware perspective, you will see that the Instream has your HDMI input connections. Let me turn it the same way here. It has the USB-A, Ethernet, and USB-C. On the other side, you have your audio out, your microphone in, your SD card holder, and your power button. The operation of the unit itself is done right here on the touchscreen. Very similar to what you see in the YoloMax, which is essentially just a 32-inch version of what the Instream offers. The YoloMax, as you see here, sells for $14.99 MSRP. This is the future of live selling with vertical video production. There are already some international shopping sites where YoloLiv has integrated the YoloMax technology, allowing you to do a full product presentation directly to international sites like Shopee. These can also be done with vertical video directly to Instagram Live and TikTok Live, giving you all the device, everything you need, all your video needs for vertical video in one device. Perfect for food shows, cosmetics, any kind of tutorials, fashion, e-commerce selling, and more. The YoloMax includes a Qualcomm 8-core CPU. It's a 32-inch monitor, but more importantly, really what it is a 32-inch Android touchscreen device. That means it is also using the native Android applications for Instagram, TikTok, and more, allowing you to do your multi-camera production in this really nice form factor where everything you need is right here on this touchscreen in front of you, allowing you to create a real interesting broadcast. It gives you the ability to hook up a separate external microphone, and it is a perfect companion for products like the Verticam PTZ camera. Broadfield has just received the Verticam cameras, the Instream, and the YoloMaxes in stock. So if you have questions about the products themselves, give us a call, reach out to your Broadfield sales team. There is definitely a lot of interesting, new, and creative opportunities with these vertical video products. We're also working with YoloLiv to introduce some special bundles in the very near future as well. We know how perfect these products are made to work together, and we're working to put together some really sweet bundles for the upcoming months. We've talked about the vertical video products, and I wanted to take some time to remind you about the YoloLiv traditional live production platforms as well. These would be the YoloBox Pro, YoloBox Mini, and the YoloBox OG. We mentioned earlier how YoloLiv has introduced a product and has constantly issued updates and upgrades to those products. The YoloBox Pro is their flagship device, 7-inch Android tablet, allowing you to switch up to 6 video sources, 4 HDMI and 2 USB. This allows you to really get the most production quality on a completely portable unit. Go check out their website at YoloLiv.com, and you will see lots of videos, lots of user case stories, and lots of great information where people are taking these YoloBox Pros out into the field and live streaming all sorts of interesting events. With the latest YoloBox Pro update, version 4, they allow you to stream to YoloCast, which is their own online CDN delivery platform, allowing you to stream to multiple CDNs at the same time. It also gives you network bonding capability and some additional bug fixes and lots of great new tools for live sports production and remote production as well. One of the questions we get asked all the time is, can the YoloBox Pro replace the Sling Studio? Absolutely it can. With the YoloBox Pro, you can invite up to 5 people as guests to join in on your production. You can take the video feeds that they're sending you, even wirelessly from an iPhone or an Android device, and include that as a source in your production. You can add green screen, overlays, multi-views, and more. You can integrate sports scoreboards, countdown timers, and all of the elements that people who have been using Sling Studio have grown accustomed to. YoloBox has also announced a bunch of updates for the YoloBox Mini. The YoloBox Mini now includes picture-in-picture, side-by-side and split views, and other multi-view templates. It also includes audio mixing, web URL overlay, and more, making this a great device for live production, encoding from a very simple and affordable unit. It's a compact unit with just a 5.5-inch display, giving you HD streaming directly to the CDN of your choice, whether that's Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or more, and at just $6.99 MSRP. We also have a great deal here at Broadfield, where we still have the YoloBox OG, giving you some more inputs than the YoloBox Mini, not quite as much as the YoloBox Pro, but at a $6.99 price. It is a great special and a great way to get involved in multi-camera productions for Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and more. You can call your Broadfield sales rep for more information on all of these YoloLiv products at 800-634-5178. And until next week, cheers.
Broadfield Distributing is a value-added distributor of live production, streaming, video editing, and storage products. We only sell to resellers. We are always looking for new dealers, so call us at 1-800-634-5178 or email sales@broadfield.com. You'll like doing business with Broadfield because we make it easy to do business.